Hey guys, welcome back to another Souls-like Sunday. Today we play Brume, a challenging action-adventure game. Explore a foggy abandoned island, fight knights, slugs and ghosts, and make your way to an old corrupted keep. Let's go! Let us begin. Normal mode. Right, this is not a blind playthrough. I actually did start this recently. I filmed it. Well, I thought I filmed it. I did not film it, hence we are doing it again. But that's good because I have a better understanding of what's going on here. So the first thing to talk about is the art style. It's very lo-fi, pixel art, very minimalistic and stylized, and you'll either be into it or it will put you off altogether. But this game overall, it's very much Dark Souls Lite. It's got a lot of systems from Dark Souls in it, but they're heavily simplified, as you might expect from the art style. Right, you got a block on L2, you attack with R2, you can charge it up for a heavy attack. Stamina bar, top left, the blue bar, and a health bar, and I believe it's a layered health bar, so this is an amulet. Although, it's kind of hard to tell, and that's like an inherent problem with this kind of minimalistic art style. Things are... it's not obvious what things are. Grab amulet. Hold X to collect blood. This is how you heal. But something I realised as I played through this the first time, and this is a bug by the way, you'd be forgiven for thinking it was some kind of cauldron or pot, but yes, you heal with by absorbing the blood of your enemies. But you're actually discouraged from doing it too often because otherwise you become corrupted, which is bad, although I don't know to what extent it is bad, but it is frowned upon. So be aware of how much you are absorbing. And it doesn't tell you a lot of this. It explains a few basic things, but it's kind of like Dark Souls 1 in that regard. It's a little bit obtuse by design. So for example, it doesn't explain that you have a charged heavy attack. Doesn't explain the amulet system really. Like when I first played this, I just became corrupted. I didn't think there was any issue with just absorbing all of the blood. And I actually think it's your only means of healing, so by not absorbing blood, the game becomes a lot harder. We currently have a stick and one of the most ridiculous walk cycles I've ever seen in a game. But let's go, let's go. Oh, he dead. Right, we won this. Grab sword. It auto-equips. Press Y to see inventory. Yeah. Pretty basic stuff overall. That's what I mean by Dark Souls Lite. Very similar systems, just nowhere near as developed. And that is by design, from what I can tell. Aha! So I guess I'm going to try not to absorb so much blood, because as I realised before, it's bad. You shouldn't do that. It's also just a weird system in general. I mean, kind of Bloodborne-esque, right? With the healing blood. And the combat, I want to say it's okay. It is nothing special. It's probably what you'd expect from, you know, a Dark Souls Lite. You lock on with right bumper, which is... I don't know why it's not just R3 like every other Souls-like. That would definitely feel a bit more intuitive. But it's fine. It's fine. I should be blocking more. Yes, shields are... they impair your ability to move. But they're very effective. So you'll be blocking more than you would in the average Souls-like, I would say. Yeah, enemies are a little spongy. But I don't know if it's happened yet. You will gain proficiency with weapons the more you use them. Kind of like Skyrim in that regard. Your skills improve as you use them. Right. We need to heal, so there we go. As you can see, we have a tiered health bar, which is unusual. This is cool, man, although it's not to everyone's taste. And admittedly, I don't love it, but I appreciate what it's doing. And I respect that it's not necessarily for me, but it's competent. For sure. Right, this is kind of like a mini boss encounter, I guess. Ow. Playing some Mario Tennis over here. tree is causing me issues. So I couldn't tell if there were actually bosses in this game, or if they're just enemies that are tougher than the rest of them. I didn't see any boss health bars or anything. We got a spoon. Gordon Ramsay build. Finally, some good fucking weapons. Interesting. Let's have a look at our inventory. Big spoon. Doesn't tell you if it's more powerful. I guess I just assume it is. And there is a run. It's on L3, but you have to hold it. You don't toggle it, which is kind of annoying. Max stamina increased. So there's no like traditional leveling up or a stat screen or anything. You can find flowers that will boost your stats. What is this? His sword is pulsating. Silver sword. Well, is this better? Should I not have done that while I'm trapped? Oh, hello. Far! Mother of God. So yeah, the combat's pretty basic. You will either be blocking, dodging, or attacking, which I guess you could say the same for any Dark Souls game. But it's just not quite as dynamic. But I think that's to be expected, given that this is an indie game with obviously a very low budget. And it's quite clearly a product of passion. And, you know, some of you guys might enjoy this. But yeah, what I've noticed is most combat encounters will boil down to you will find a kind of loop that works for that particular enemy. For example, dodge, hit. And you will repeat until they die. And that's okay. It's not the most interesting combat system. But it's okay. So why did I kill him? What did I achieve? So I'm not opposed to absorbing some blood, but you do have to be aware. And I think there are multiple endings in this game, and one of the prerequisites of one of them is to absorb no blood whatsoever. So what that means is you cannot heal, at least not to my knowledge. So it makes the game a lot harder. I'm gonna die, dude. Give me my blood back. So that's interesting. You can actually heal with your own blood. Holy bananas. This guy's ridiculous. Yes, dead. You died. As he shuffles away. Okay, never mind. I don't believe you drop anything on death, so I think we'll avoid him for now. He seems really tough. He's tucked away, so I assume that's kind of optional. No. You will fight a lot of bugs as well. It's kind of... it's not all that interesting. So you have to give them credit. Considering how little is actually going on. The art style... it's pretty impressive. Like, just how dense the atmosphere is, considering how minimalistic it is. It's good. Probably the game's biggest selling point is the art style. But again, it's a matter of taste. You might absolutely despise this. Where are we going? Okay. Shrek? Is that you? I intruded in his swamp. Game is sorely lacking some kind of parry mechanic, at least to my knowledge. Would definitely spice up the combat a tad. Or a backstab or anything like that, critical hits. And the enemies seem to block when they feel like it. Ow. Trade. Give me my blood. We are made men by the blood. Yeah, I have to say, the combat doesn't really do much for me. It's very simple, as you might expect. But also, just I don't find it that fun, really. It's okay. How do you block? Your mid-attack animation. Give me my blood. I don't really care about getting corrupted because I will shelve this game once we are done. I've already decided that I don't really enjoy this enough to push through. But I do appreciate it. I think it's worth showing off. I think some of you might enjoy it. And I don't know, I like shining a spotlight on indie devs that, you know, make products of passion as opposed to just making games that are going to make a lot of money or whatever. I respect the hustle, you know. Try swinging it side to side. Yeah, there we go. Imagine picking your own blood up off the floor. I need that. It's my blood. I should not be relying on charged attacks. They leave me quite open. Blood. Also, this is a recipe for disease, just harvesting the blood of your enemies. I guess that's why you get corrupted. This guy is going to kill me. I'm almost certain. I guess not. We can get a hit in. There we go. Big club. Is it better though? Like, I can't tell. All the movesets seem to be the same. And there's no way to... Or would it tell me is weapon skill based on individual weapons, or is it just overall? Because if the game's urging me to stick with one weapon, then I should, right? Oh, was that a running attack? It was. I also find the overall objective here is really... It's not spelled out to you where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to do. I think that's intentional, though. But it's cryptic. It is cryptic. When I first played this and attempted to record a video, I was so confused. Didn't know where to go, couldn't tell if like I was somewhere I shouldn't be or if the game was just really hard. But I think that's by design, so you might enjoy that. Just kind of getting lost, having to figure everything out. I just want to see how much damage this is doing. Because the silver sword might be better. It is based on... What the hell? What happened? I got glitched. Right, it's based on... weapon type. How proficient you are. Yep, so we'll stick with this. Does way more damage. Again, it doesn't tell you that, so... That's a little bit annoying. But you might be into the whole... You have to figure everything out for yourself. Blood. I don't really like this game, but I respect it. I think that's fair enough. Not my cup of tea, but it's cool. It's doing some interesting stuff. It's certainly a lot better than some of the games that I've looked at on this channel so far. For Souls-like Sunday, so... I don't enjoy that. It auto-locks onto an enemy if they attack you. I'd just like to run past, please. A lot of cutscenes. No indication of where to go. What to do. Again, you might like that, you might not. I mean, Dark Souls 1 is pretty obtuse about things. I think the sound effects kind of suck, but I think they might have been going for that. What was that noise? Why? Seriously, it sounds like you're hitting them with a wet towel. Could have maybe done a little more to make the weapons a bit more satisfying to use. What are we doing here? Okay, nearly got him. Nice. I don't know how many more of them I can fight though before I die. Have to be careful. Wait for an attack, get around, hitting back. Yeah, that seems to be it. This is what I mean. Everything kind of boils down to you will find something that works for that enemy type, and you will repeat that over and over to get the job done. So it's really not as dynamic as something like Dark Souls, where there's normally a number of ways to approach each encounter. But we can't really expect Dark Souls here. What has this done? What do we get? A nice stylized close-up. Oh. Smelt a demon. Oh, we're not going to do this with such little health. Okay, I believe this is a boss fight. I would think. Ha! I was to the side. What? Right, my dudes, we're going to try that again. And if we die, then episode over. Because I think I've shown off a good chunk of this game and what's going... No! Give me my blood! I think I've shown off a good portion of this game and what it has to offer. So let's try and kill this guy with a full health bar this time. Good God! Half of my health, dude. Oh, I just have to be very patient, I guess. His movements are very erratic, where he is just like solid black. It's hard to see at which angle he's actually going to hit you. Wow, you can deflect the swords. Maybe I need to do that. It's not too bad. Problem is, if he hits me, I'm probably dead. And he blocks from behind by some miracle. Right, okay, we're getting there. What? That's what I mean, you can't really see the tells. Yes. Shadow key, okay. And that's how you progress further, I guess. Yeah, must be, okay. Cool, right, well. That was Brume. It's okay. I like the art style. I respect the hustle. The devs have done something pretty cool. All things considered, it's not necessarily to my taste. It's very much Dark Souls-like. The combat is not very dynamic. But the selling point here is the art style, which you will either love or it will put you off altogether. So, you know, it's currently on sale on Steam if you're interested. I'll leave a link down below. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I will see you all very, very soon. Bang your heads. Goodbye.